Valerie Zimring-Schneiderman. Valerie Zimring-Schneiderman was a rhythmic gymnast on the 1984 U.S. Olympic team and competed on 2 World Championships teams. A member of the U.S. Rhythmic National Team from '79 to '85, she was the 1984 U.S. All-Around and Hoop Champion and the 1978 Junior All-Around Rope, Ball, and Clubs National Champion. She earned a bachelor's degree in arts from the University of California, Los Angeles in 1989 and earned her master's degree in program dance in 1991. Zimring-Schneiderman has worked for NBC Sports as a technical advisor during 2 Olympic Games. She now lives in Ridgeland, Connecticut with her husband Ross and their 2 teenage sons, Zach and Will. Ladies and gentlemen, Valerie Zimring-Schneiderman.
My Olympic experience was 23 years ago, way back in 1984 at the Los Angeles Olympic Games. In some ways, it seems like an entire lifetime ago, and yet I feel so deeply connected to my roots as a gymnast that it is impossible to separate that experience from my everyday life, even today. I can still feel the many years of practice and competition, of national and international travel, of grand successes and heartbreaking disappointments, all of which I experienced before the age of 21. I know I am a stronger, more dedicated, and committed individual now because of a childhood that was filled with and enriched by this beautiful sport. There's something to be said for being in the right place at the right time, and that cannot be overlooked when it comes to my competitive career. One particular stroke of luck was meeting Alice Fiersky at the LA School of Gymnastics. She was tough, demanding, and required complete commitment and dedication from her gymnasts. It was a perfect match. I was headstrong and willful, fiery and filled with ego, and she wasn't going to stand for any of it. Alice's talent as a coach was to direct my energy and my passion into skillful practice technique. I was not the most flexible, the most naturally talented, or even particularly well-proportioned for a rhythmic gymnast. But Alice saw something in me, and what I think she saw was my heart. She nurtured my talents, she watched me grow, and guided me with a combination of compassion and a strong hand. I owe so much of my accomplishments to her direction. Success is nurtured over time with dedication, with trust, and with clear intention. It never happens alone. My deepest respect and gratitude go out to all of my teammates throughout my years of competition and training. In particular, Michelle Berube, my fellow Olympic team member in '84, was a constant source of both inspiration and motivation. To USA Gymnastics, I offer a heartfelt thank you for the support and opportunity that allowed me to focus on what was most important, my training. Over the years, numerous coaches, judges, fellow gymnasts, and my dear friends have all left their impression. It was like I was growing up in a very large, extended family. As for my immediate family, my parents were supportive in all the ways that really mattered. I could complain, I could cry, I could vent, and they would always listen, knowing that that was all that I really needed. They both stayed back behind the scenes, always ready to offer encouragement or just an ear for listening. But it was my show, and they let me know that the hard work and the dedication was going to have to come from me and no one else. My sister Lori and my brothers Steve and Dan grew up with a sister who was mostly just passing through during a lot of our teenage years. I would show up late for dinner with food waiting for me in the warming drawer, or I was leaving for or returning from this important competition or that intense training camp. Despite the strange schedule and the time spent away from home, I have always felt close to my family, and I'm grateful for that. At the end of my competitive career, particularly while I was in college, I had more than a little difficulty trying to figure out what I could possibly do with the rest of my life that would bring the joy and sense of purpose that my gymnastics life had provided me. I never could have imagined all the amazing gifts that have come my way. My husband, Ross, has not only given me all of the love and support that anyone could ask for, he's watched me continue to grow and challenge myself. About 13 years ago, he curiously supported my embracing of yoga practice, which turned into yoga teaching and finally into my own yoga studio. Our two beautiful and appropriately difficult teenage sons, Zach and Will, have been so go with the flow during all of this growing and discovery on my part. It's like they know their mom is a vegetarian, hippie, yogi, former gymnast, and they just let me be completely myself. I hope that this is a gift I can always offer back to them, a gift that competitive gymnastics gave to me. Fearlessness, a desire to always remain a student of life, and a go-for-it attitude that stays with me even after all those years. Finally, I would like to congratulate all of today's inductees. It is truly an honor to be standing alongside so much dedication and accomplishment. And my best wishes to all the competitors this weekend. It's really their turn to shine.